What's up guys, Malik here and welcome back to my channel, and today we're going to be going over my two trades on the NASDAQ 100. Unfortunately, the NASDAQ barely came into my zone, like the demand or the supply zone. Came there a bit later, but because they weren't high probability trades, I didn't enter with big sizes and I tried to keep my stop loss pretty tight because I just didn't see them as high probability trades, meaning they could go anywhere at this point. It's not something I would actually try to bet a lot of my eggs or put a lot of eggs into that basket because it's not really part of my setup. So I didn't really like the trades today, but I'll show you them regardless, right? So you see I have one trade here, and how do you calculate these? You minus 3 from them, and that will give you the accurate entry time, and you can actually track it here, right? So if you minus 3 from this, that puts you at 10. I think this is the 10 o'clock candle, huh? No, this is the 10. So after that big drop, I guess I entered here to kind of, I would say, chase it, but this was the 9. This was 9:30. This was 9:45. There's no way for me to tell that that's what it's going to do because this isn't a zone or a point of interest. So honestly, there wasn't much for me to trade today. I shouldn't have actually traded. That's why I kept the risk so small. So I entered here to the downside, right? 14407.7, and then I got stopped out on the same candle for that small resistance at 14113.7. So this is where I got stopped out for a total loss of $3. So there was no continuation. I was actually aiming for this zone, but just those wicks taking me out is like, it might not be worth it. However, if I had, looking at it now, if I had entered to the downside using this level as my stop loss, might have worked, but I would have gotten hit out right here, so it probably wouldn't have even been worth it, right? So that's where I got stopped out on the first trade. You see I only took 2 trades today. The reason being I want to show some discipline and just not take every single trade, because every single trade is not going to be a winner, because the market definitely does move how it wants to move. So there's no way for us to be sure. I see I actually went back again to the downside, but these wicks to the upside are dangerous, my friend. I'm telling you. And I'm thinking this is the wick that cleared me out at 14.29, huh? So I entered here to the downside. I was actually using this to try to be a momentum indicator, but that might show more confluence when I'm hitting like a zone. So a trade like here where you can see it reversing from the zone, that would have been a much better trade if the trade had hit my zone. It's interesting because I think this might be an area of interest now, honestly, and I'm gonna actually draw it out now, and let's see if the market actually comes up and messes with these levels again, right? So this I'm gonna actually have as a zone that the market should either react from or blast through and continue. But for right now, it's looking like we're in more of a downtrend. Like, let's see if the market starts to push down, test this area again, starts to break into the zone, and then this zone starts to become a roof, right? But that's basically it for today. I didn't have any great setup, so you see I didn't take huge losses. I didn't assume a lot of risk to force the trade. I'm only taking trades where they hit my zones and where they look good, right? And I hope you enjoy this video, and I'll see you tomorrow. The debt ceiling is, it's kind of there, huh?